Sakura. What a pleasant surprise to see you here. Are you picking up a package?
Professor Haru. Yes, I am. I ordered something online, but I missed the delivery yesterday because I was at the library studying. So now I have to pick it up here at the convenience store.
Ah, the modern dilemma of redelivery. You know, Sakura, what you're experiencing is part of a much larger issue facing Japan today. The redelivery problem.
Redelivery problem? Is it really that big of a deal?
Indeed it is. As of October 2024, Japan's redelivery rate stands at approximately 10.2%. The government has set a target of 6%, but we're still far from that goal.
So 1 in 10 packages needs to be delivered twice? That does sound like a problem.
And there's something called the 2024 problem in Japan's logistics industry. In April 2024, new regulations limited overtime hours for truck drivers. This meant fewer hours available for deliveries, creating a perfect storm when combined with redeliveries.
So the drivers have less time to work, but they still have all these redeliveries to handle? That's stressful.
Exactly. A survey found that about 35.6% of regular consumers understand this problem, but 29.2% have never even heard of it. There's a significant awareness gap.
I have to admit, I didn't know about it either. But, Professor, what are people doing to solve this?
Many creative solutions. Tell me, Sakura, have you ever heard of Okihai, contactless delivery?
Oh, yes. When they leave the package at your door. I've used it before.
According to a Yamato Transport survey, about 78.5% of people have experience with Okihai. And the number one reason people use it is because they feel sorry about making the driver come back. 89.5% cited this reason.
That's so Japanese, isn't it? But I'm always nervous about theft. What if someone steals my package?
Your concern is valid. About 48.9% of people cite theft as their reason for not using Okihai. And consultations about Okihai-related troubles increased to 368 cases in 2023, 3.5 times more than in 2019.
See? Maybe I should just keep picking up packages here.
That's one solution. But let me tell you about delivery lockers. According to research, about 66.3% of rental apartments don't have them. However, in newly built condominiums, the installation rate exceeds 90%.
My apartment doesn't have one either. It's an older building.
Here's an interesting calculation. Installing 70,000 delivery lockers could save about 174,000 hours of redelivery time per year and reduce CO2 emissions by 392 tons annually.
So it's an environmental issue too?
Absolutely. Every redelivery means an extra trip by truck. But here's where it gets fascinating. Have you thought about the future of delivery? Yamato Transport began testing autonomous delivery robots in large apartment complexes in August 2025.
Robots? That sounds like science fiction.
And there's more. A system called Pabit uses the package tracking number as a digital key to unlock building entrances. It's handling about 10,000 auto-lock releases per month now.
That's clever, but also a bit scary. Is the government doing anything?
Very much so. The ministry designated April 2025 as Redelivery Reduction PR Month, with over 150 organizations participating. They also launched a point reward demonstration project in October 2024.
Point rewards? So you get rewarded for being considerate?
Exactly. Yahoo Shopping offers 10 yen worth of PayPay points for choosing Okihai or flexible delivery dates. In their previous campaigns, Oki-Hi usage increased by 1.3 times.
That's a good incentive. But, Professor, why don't more people understand the 2024 problem?
Part of the issue is free shipping culture. Many online stores advertise free shipping, which makes consumers think delivery has no cost. According to a Consumer Affairs Agency survey, about 40% of consumers believe retailers are covering shipping costs themselves.
But it's not actually free, is it?
Precisely. Those costs are built into product prices. And when asked about paid redelivery, about 1 in 3 consumers opposed it. However, delivery personnel feel a second delivery should cost at least 1,000 yen.
As a student, 1,000 yen is significant to me, but I understand that someone's time has value.
That's a mature perspective. The generational differences are striking. A survey found that 33.3% of men in their 20s experience redelivery every time, or almost every time. Meanwhile, 62% of people in their 60s haven't requested a redelivery in the past 3 months.
So younger people are worse about this?
It appears so. The top reason for redelivery is not knowing when the package will arrive at 63.3%. That's why some companies now offer flexible options. Rakuten Books started Matoku Bin, where customers receive points for choosing later delivery dates.
So instead of rushing, they're encouraging people to slow down?
Precisely. There are also packaging innovations. Felicimo introduced a delivery bag that fits through mail slots, eliminating about 2.5 tons of packaging materials per year.
That's smart. Like getting mail instead of a package.
Exactly. And some apartment complexes are testing in-building delivery service, where management staff receives all packages and delivers them to each resident's door. The goal is 0 redeliveries.
With all these solutions, why is the redelivery rate still around 10%? Why isn't it going down faster?
That's the crucial question. The rate is decreasing by less than 1% per year. Part of the challenge is changing deeply ingrained consumer behaviors and infrastructure limitations in older buildings.
This is so much more complicated than I thought. When I click Buy Now, I never think about all these issues.
And that's exactly the awareness gap that needs to be addressed. But there are reasons for optimism. From April 2025, the revised Logistics Act came into effect. Companies handling over 90,000 tons of cargo annually must implement logistics efficiency measures with penalties for non-compliance.
So it's becoming law that companies have to help solve this.
Exactly. And collaboration is increasing. Sagawa Express and Japan Post now allow Sagawa packages to be picked up at over 9,000 post offices nationwide. Marui Group has Torodasu, where you can pick up online orders at their physical stores.
Professor, after hearing all this, what can one person really do to help?
Individual actions do matter, Sakura. You can specify delivery times when you'll be home. Use Oki-Hi when comfortable. Choose slower delivery options. Or pick up packages at collection points, like you're doing today.
So what I'm doing right now is actually helping?
Absolutely. Every package picked up at a collection point is one less potential redelivery. And spreading awareness helps too. Remember, nearly 30% of people don't even know about the 2024 problem. Simply talking about these issues helps change the culture.
You know, Professor, when I came here today, I was annoyed about making a special trip. But now I feel like I'm doing something meaningful.
That's the power of understanding the broader context, Sakura. The package in your hands represents not just a product, but an entire chain of logistics, labor, environmental impact, and social challenges that Japan is working to address.
I'll definitely think twice before choosing the fastest delivery option next time.
That's the spirit. Change happens one decision at a time. Japan's delivery system is facing real challenges, but with awareness, technology, and cooperation between government, companies, and individuals like us, there's hope for a more sustainable future.
Thank you for teaching me all this, Professor.
Economics is everywhere, Sakura, even in a simple trip to the convenience store. Shall we walk back together?
Sure. And, Professor, next time I see a delivery driver, I think I'll thank them. They work harder than I ever realized.
That's a lovely thought. Small gestures of appreciation can mean a lot. You've been listening to Narrative Japan. Until next time, stay curious and keep listening for the whispers beneath Japan's economy.